my god, look, if I was the only one in that cabin, like the train, oh lord, this guy would have probably dragged me off that train because he was bigger than me and I'm tiny. I'm 5'2", guys. So oh lord, I was worried. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oh my goodness, I'm sure you guys are wondering why I'm smiling so much, but I've actually been sick for probably over 2 weeks now, and trust me, it was horrible. I had gastritis and an abdominal infection, and oh my god, it was a storm. It was really horrible, trust me. Like, I'm not even trying to exaggerate or be like a drama queen or anything. It was really terrible. Like, I was in so much pain and I had to take this really disgusting antibiotics, and obviously I'm still taking them because you know you have to take them for quite a while for the whole thing to go away. Anyway, today I'm going to be talking to you guys, or telling you guys a really funny story. Now, this actually happened to me, what now, I think about 2 years ago if I'm not mistaken, but it's a like long overdue story. So first of all, I'm gonna drink some water, and you guys should stay tuned for the story of a lifetime. It's gonna be crazy, but I can't wait to tell you guys, because obviously I'm sure everybody has had like a stalker. Well, not really a stalker, but something like that. Anyway, stay tuned. Hi guys, I'm back. So please, you guys have to forgive my makeup today. I know it's not the best that I've done, but I'm not a makeup girl or anything like that. Plus I was ill, so please just bear with me. Anyway, back to the story. So first of all, this happened like 2 years ago, and it's a really crazy story because you know that thing your parents tell you when you're little, like, don't talk to strangers, don't talk to people you don't know, da 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 da. Well, it's true. So 2 years ago, it was precisely Valentine's Day, and I was literally bored, and I decided that I was gonna go to the London Eye, see some friends, you know, just have a nice evening, chill. Oh lord. Anyway, I met up with a couple of my friends, you know, at the London Eye. It was I don't know, it was a wet day, and it's just like, I don't even know, cold. You know how the London weather can be like unpredictable. So at some point it started raining as well. Anyway, we had fun. I mean, it was just like a typical, I wouldn't say typical, but it was just like a normal day. Like, we went out, did nice stuff, had dinner, had some drinks, went on the London Eye, then I went home. So I hopped on the train, and I got on the train at West Ham. If any of you are familiar with West Ham, it's basically like a very central station, and I was gonna get on the, was it DLR? I think so. Anyway, oh lord, no, it was the Northern Line, sorry, going to Essex. So I got on the train, and it was like a very normal evening. Trust me guys, it wasn't even like rush hour or anything. Like, people weren't rushing to get home. It was literally one of those times where the train is just typically empty. So I got on the train, and then, you know, the train was moving, obviously. Now we got to a station, I think it was Dagenham Dock, I think so, I'm not too sure. But anyway, when I got there, when I go on the train, first of all, when I go on the train, I usually just keep my bag beside me. And I do this because, I mean, there's nobody on the seat. If someone has to sit down, I will take my bag off. I'm not like a disrespectful person, but whoo, I wish I didn't. Anyway, this guy comes on the train, and first of all, like I said, the train was empty. Like, there were so many seats, he could have sat anywhere. So he came up to me, and I had my bag on the right side of me. So he came, he looked at me like, you know, can I sit here? But obviously my bag is there, so he's not gonna touch it. So I know initially, I remember clearly that when he came up to me, I was looking at him like, why can you sit somewhere else? Like, there's so many seats on the train. Little did I know. He got plans, he got plans. Anyway, so I took my bag off, obviously, like, okay, you can sit down here. And then I was minding my business, you know, I'm minding my business. So this is where things get a little creepy. Anyway, so this guy says hi. So I look at him like, oh, he's talking to me. And then I look at him and he's like, hi. So I was like, oh, hello. And then he goes, how's my day been? And I was like, good. First of all, I don't I'm a very polite person. Truth is, if someone comes up to me and they try to talk to me, I'm not going to ignore you. I'm not going to act like, oh, what you want or anything like that. But I was surprised because I usually don't start conversations with strangers on the train, on the bus, or anywhere. Like, I just don't. So I was kind of surprised he was talking to me, even though this was not the first time someone was talking to me on the train. But it was just, I don't know, like, it was already weird because he came to sit next to me. Anyway, this guy says hello, da da da, and then he asked me like, oh, that how did my vows day go? So I said to him like, it was fun, I went out with some friends, it was okay. Then he said, did I get any gifts? Oh god, I think I should have just I think I should have known at this point that this guy was creepy, but I didn't. Anyway, I said no, and then he now said to me, oh, that he didn't get any gifts either. And then just as I was about to say something about that, he then said to me, actually, he's never even gotten a gift in his life. So it was awkward at that point in time. I didn't really know what to say, but I was like, then I just said to him like, I think something like better luck next year or something like that, but something along that line, because it was just so awkward. I didn't know what to say. Anyway, this guy started telling me stuff like, oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, by the way, he was Caucasian, so he was also fat. He was Caucasian, well, not fat, but just, you know, thick. He had a thick build. So this guy now starts telling me stuff like, oh, you're so beautiful, I really want to, you know, get to know you. And I was like, no. And then he goes, I was like, nah, I don't really feel comfortable with that and stuff like that. And then he goes, he said, can I go home with him? Oh Lord. I had to take a look at myself like, do I look like a prostitute? But anyway, he said to me like, oh, he wanted me to go home with him. I was like, this is so creepy. Like, how are you gonna say something like that? Obviously, like, I don't know you. So I told him, no, I can't go home with you. Like, this is crazy. And then he says, okay, can he follow me home? And he's like, where am I going? I'm like, I'm not gonna tell you that. He's like, that he really wants me to tell him because he wants to come home with me. I'm so beautiful. He thinks this can work. Oh Lord. You see this thing, yeah, when your parents tell you, do not talk to strangers, you need to freaking listen. Oh. Anyway, we got to, I don't know what station it was. I don't remember. But anyway, this guy, we got to the station where this guy was meant to get off. He was meant to get off, guys. You know what he did? He refused. Yeah. I know what you're thinking. He refused. He actually refused to get off the train. And I kept sitting there wondering to myself like, why are you gonna do something like this? Don't you want to go home to your house, to your pets if you have one? But he refused. Oh my God, you know what this guy did? He actually went to the doorway of the train and he put his foot there. Can you guys believe it? Oh Jesus, he put his foot in the doorway so the train door couldn't close. And everyone starts staring and this guy's like standing there begging me like, please, you're so beautiful, come home with me, I'm gonna take care of you, I'll buy you all the gifts you want. Hey. Look, I'm laughing now because obviously it's funny, but back then I was terrified. Like, you know when you sit somewhere you're thinking, am I actually in a movie? Because this cannot possibly be happening to me. But it was happening. No, it was happening. Lord. Look, this guy was crazy. Like, it was something from a horror movie, if I do say so myself. And then it was so like creepy because people were starting to look and wonder like, what's going on here? Like, I had to literally start shouting like, look, I don't know this guy, I don't know, like, I don't know him, I don't, like, leave me alone. Do you understand? Like, leave me alone, like, stop it, you're embarrassing me. It was, oh my goodness, it was just terrible. It was terrible. I'm like, people are crazy. Look, I'm telling you, when your parents tell you don't talk to strangers, don't talk to strangers. The thing is, psychopaths, yeah, they have jobs, they go they have neighbors, they probably go to church, they host barbecue parties, they go to work, they have daily lives, and that's why it's so hard to tell. Like, this guy, I'm not even kidding, guys, he wasn't messing with me, he wasn't joking, he wasn't mucking about, he was serious. Like, it was so bad. Like, he looked like he was gonna cry because I was like, no, I'm not going home with you. Oh my god, look, if I was the only one in that cabin, like the train, oh lord, this guy would have probably dragged me off that train because he was bigger than me and I'm tiny. I'm 5'2", guys. So, oh lord, I was worried. But luckily for me, people started to like step up and you know, say to him like, you need to leave her alone, what are you doing, get off the train. And then the train attendant had to come all the way to say like, what is going on? Like, you know, you're obviously holding the train up, like, you need to back away. And the guy was like asking me like, are you really not gonna come home with me? Hey, I was embarrassed. Oh lord, I was embarrassed. I can't even like emphasize this enough. It was one of the most embarrassing things that had ever happened to me. But I was lucky because I wasn't the only one on the train. So people stood up and, you know, started to, you know, and they kind of forced him to get off. He did. But you guys, I'm not even joking. When I got to the train station in Grays, I swear. Okay, I'm not even gonna swear because we're not supposed to swear. But I promise you guys, somebody was following me home. Somebody was following me home. And the reason why I genuinely think it was this guy is because when I got to the train station that day, remember I told you guys that it was raining. So when I got to the train station that day, I really genuinely did not feel like walking under the rain to the house. I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a taxi. But it was just one of those days where the taxis had probably just gone to drop people, so there were no taxis in front of the train station, and I was like, I'm gonna wait. And while I was waiting, another train came by. So he could have been on that second train, you know, trying to tail my ass, but I don't know. I just know that day someone followed me home. I literally had to pick up my phone and call my mother. I was like, Mom, I'm talking to you right now. I think somebody is following me from the train station. Yeah, I had to do that because I was so creeped out. It was weird. Like, and before that time, there's a Morrison store at the town center. Hey, somebody was stabbed to death. I'm not kidding, guys. Like, somebody was actually stabbed to death at Morrison, like the Morrison shop at the town center, which is literally opposite the train station. Opposite. So yeah, I was worried. I remember just thinking that day, like, God, if you take me home safely tonight, I'm gonna be a good girl. And I am a good girl. But yo, guys, I can never forget it. Like, I've told a few people about this, but I feel like I just need to let you guys know that you really need to be aware. I mean, after that day, nobody told me again. When I went out with my earphones, and obviously I wouldn't be listening to music all the time, but it was just a way of preventing myself from having a conversation with anybody that I didn't know. I mean, if someone sees that in your ear, I felt like this was the first time I started to understand why every time I went on the train, people always had earphones in their ears. So So I went ahead with it because I was like, look, I cannot go through this again, ever again. Anyway guys, so that's it for my story time. I'm alive, I'm well, I'm kicking. But it was a really horrible experience. Like I said, it was something that really taught me to be more careful, be more aware. I mean, people have had things like that happen to them and it's ended badly. Like they might go missing, I don't know, but I was just really happy that people in the train stood up for me, because you know, people are just crazy. He could have brought out a knife while he was sitting next to me on the train and threatened me about, like, sorry, he could have brought out a knife on the train and said to me while I was sitting next to him, like, you need to get up and come with me, if not I'm gonna stab you. And what am I gonna do? I'd probably be too afraid to yell or struggle with him or anything. So it could have gone south. So I'm just like super grateful. But be careful out there, guys. Be careful out there, because people are crazy. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm gonna be doing another story time next week, but this story time is gonna be about my dental surgery nightmare. So yeah, I know a lot of people look at me and they're like, oh, your teeth are so perfect, yeah. Well, I had to go to the dentist and he messed me up. So I'm going to be telling you guys about that in the next video. Thank you so much for watching my video today. Like, you guys, I'm so excited because I'm feeling so much better. Like, oh Lord, thank you Jesus. I've been so sick, so excuse me for being so excited. My love goes out to everyone and thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next vlog.